Hampshire dent Somerset title hopes as 19 wickets fall on day one. Somerset travelled to Hampshire knowing that only victory, and a dominant one at that, could keep alive their title hopes, with Surrey yet to be beaten in this year's championship. Their hosts were equally desperate for a win, even if their priority was avoiding relegation. Recent weeks have seen fears of the drop ease slightly, but Hampshire will be keenly aware that they're still not quite out of the woods. In decent batting conditions, a contested toss saw Somerset look to make their mark with the bat, putting the home side out into the field. But they'd manage only 17 runs before the first wicket fell, Kyle Abbott coming round the wicket and finding an edge to dismiss veteran Marcus Trescothick for 13. Azhar Ali and Ben Green would take that total into the 40s, but their partnership didn't last any longer when Ali was trapped LBW by Holland for 12. Green was the next man to go, bowled by Holland for 26. And Kyle Abbott was back in the wickets before lunch, as Somerset were reduced to 71 for 4. Hildreth caught behind for 10. They weren't able to make it through to the break without further loss, as Tom Abel fell to Dale Steyn, out edging to first slip for 3. The score for lunch, 71 for 5, and just 3 runs were added after the break when Lewis Gregory became Abbott's third scalp when he was trapped for 2 LBW. Steve Davis became Abbott's fourth victim when he was bowled a few overs later, and just 2 balls after that, Abbott had his fifer. Jamie Overton out for a duck, trapped LBW. Craig Overton could do little better than his brother. He added 12 to the score before he edged Steyn behind. And the innings was brought to a close as Steyn took his third. Jack Leach caught behind for 6. Somerset all out for 106. A great showing from the bowlers, but if Somerset's start had been bad, Hampshire's was potentially even worse. 8 balls into the innings, they lost their first wicket without a run on the board. Ollie Soames out for a duck off the bowling of Josh Davey. Joe Weatherly followed his opening partner back to the dressing room soon afterwards, plumb LBW to Lewis Gregory for 4. And Gregory would take 2 in 3. James Vince, his next victim, bowled for a duck as the home side's fantastic work with the ball started to unravel. The loss of Vince seemed to shock Hampshire back into life, Jimmy Adams and Sam Northeast doing their best to guide the home side through to tea, and they did an admirable job bringing the 50 up before Adams was out just before the break, caught behind for 31. The score 59 for 4 at the interval. Tom Alsop wouldn't last very long after tea, trapped LBW by Jamie Overton for 1 as Somerset hit back. Overton's next over would see another wicket fall. Ian Holland bowled with just 2 runs to his name. But try as they might, they couldn't find a way to remove Sam Northeast, and the wickets dried up as he was joined by Liam Dawson with the score on 68 for 6. When Dawson was caught and bowled for 31 by Ben Green for his maiden first-class wicket, they'd added 56 runs, the score now 124 for 7. Northeast's crucial knock would finally come to an end at the hands of Jamie Overton, bowled for 53 as the light began to fade. Josh Davey would pick up Dale Steyn's wicket, the South African, clean bowled for 5. 19 wickets had fallen on the first day, the match delicately poised going into the morning session on day 2. If Somerset are to retain any hopes of usurping Surrey at the top of the table, they'll have to take their performance up a notch and hope their rivals slip up.